I am in my white overalls because I am about to go paint probably and do some housework. I bought a house, which is very exciting. I closed on it yesterday and I have been very stressed out. But now that I'm officially closed and can start the homemaking process, I feel better today. And I'm drinking out of my Kuromi mug. And I also have, it's on this side, and I think it's the same. I just have felt so adult these days, and I don't love being an adult. So I'm just trying to find little things that make me feel like a fun kid again. Yeah, today I'm gonna go over there and like deep clean the whole house. So I'm gonna go do that, maybe paint the bathroom. Who knows what the day has in store for me, but it is a Saturday, so I have today and tomorrow off to do some stuff, do whatever I want to do, and we'll see. Anywho, I'm gonna finish my coffee now and get started on my day. Yeah, I'm excited. If I don't really seem that excited, it's because I've only had a few sips of coffee, but I am really excited. I'll say I'm just really tired. Hello. Welcome to a new house. I moved. I bought a house at the end of November and it's been very crazy. It's like it's a tiny little house. It's just over 1,000 square feet. And yeah, it's just a cute little house. I've been very stressed out. Buying a house is a lot of work, mentally, physically. I did it alone, so it's all on me. But I'm starting to feel pretty good. I have a couch, which is nice. Didn't have a couch for the first week. It didn't really have anywhere to sit. So I've just been trying to slowly get settled in, not rush things, but also do the things I know I kind of need to do to make it feel like home. One of the first things that I did was set up my living room because I know this is going to be like my chill spot. I love TV and I love video games. And so I wanted to make sure I have a dedicated spot to do that right off the bat. Because I've had so much going on, I haven't really been reading a lot. I've listened to some audiobooks, but I think last time we chatted, I was talking about my next read, which ended up indeed being Chronicle of a Death Foretold by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I loved this book. It's definitely a very thin book. I think it's like just over 100 pages. Yeah, like 118. It is so good. I've never read anything by him. I've always wanted to. I have a few of his books. This, I feel like, is honestly such a great place to start. Very low commitment level. The storyline blended, I don't even know how to explain. Like, it blended a really good amount of kind of like deadpan humor in the sense of the whole story is about somebody who gets murdered. You know from the beginning this person gets murdered. You know who did it. And it's just somebody discussing how everything ended up happening and like how this person, like the whole town knows that he's about to get murdered, but how did he not know? It was really good. I loved the way it ended and I would love to read this again and can see myself gifting this to people as well. Highly recommend. Loved it. I can't wait to read something else by him. Well, you know what? I realized I never actually talked about the Halloween tree, which it's December. We're way past any October Halloween times. This is definitely a kid's book, like without a doubt a kid's book. And the storyline didn't end up being what I thought it was going to be. And also, if you've never read anything by Ray Bradbury, he has a very interesting way of writing, which is why I love him. Yeah, it's basically about these boys going trick-or-treating on Halloween night and they like meet this guy. All of the boys are dressed as different things for their costumes. And so they basically get immersed in this world of each one of their costumes. I don't know if that makes sense. It was a little, like, I was ready for it to be over. So I was like, okay, I get it. But I still stand by reading the first few pages of this is so immersive and so atmospheric that I can see myself revisiting just reading the first chapter of this every Halloween to like get in the Halloween mood. It's really cute. So I was thinking about reading. I've read Howl's Moving Castle, and then there's this is Howl's Moving Castle. There's the second one, House of Many Ways, sequel. I was thinking of reading, but I might do that next year. What I decided to read is Practical Magic. I watched the movie for the first time a few years ago and loved it. Oh, wait. I was just going to tell you guys that it's signed, but maybe it's not actually signed. That signature looks too similar. I got this from a used bookstore and I was reading it. I started reading it last month and it's signed. And I was like, wait, that's crazy. Why didn't they say that at the bookstore? Maybe it is. I can't tell. Hold on. I'll show you. I hope you can see that. But that's like the exact signature that's on the back here above her photo. Like almost exactly the same. Dang it. Is that a fake? Why would they do that? I thought it was signed this whole time. That's so embarrassing. I've told people. It's not. They just like printed her signature on that page so it looks like it was signed, but you can even see like the pen ran out in the same spaces as this one. Well, anyway, the book is pretty good so far. Definitely different vibe than the movie. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm 66 pages in and I'm not reading this in a rush by any means. I'm just kind of reading it whenever I decide to. The other thing I've been reading is actually just started this. This is a nonfiction book, The Organized Mind. I am reading this for work. We set personal quarterly goals. So we have like work related goals, but then we do one personal. I chose this book. I've had it on my shelf for years, but it's basically about organizing your freaking brain files, which I need to do. My files are a mess. And if any of you have ever watched Sherlock, the BBC Sherlock, you'll know he talks about his mind palace and he has like a filing system. I find that so fascinating. I'm not anywhere near being a genius, but I do feel incredibly overwhelmed by the amount going on in my brain all the time and things that don't matter. And I just like can't remember things that do matter. So yeah, so far it's really interesting. I'm only on page 16 and I feel like I've learned so much. I have a lot of reading to do. That's what I've been reading recently. I've also listened to a few audiobooks that are just kind of silly. I couldn't even tell you what I've been listening to. I don't remember. But just things that I had on when I was in the middle of buying the house, doing the move. I didn't want to just listen to music and I didn't have time to really do anything else, so I would listen to audiobooks instead. I also listened to a couple of podcasts. I love Smartless with Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and Sean Hayes. That podcast makes me so happy that when I feel disconnected from my normal life or disconnected from myself, which I have been feeling a lot lately, I listen to that and it makes me actually laugh out loud. I love them. So I'm already like predisposed to liking this podcast. If you don't really like them, then you probably won't like the podcast. So yeah, today I've been putzing around town. I went to a market. So I went to visit my friend there who had a booth and hung out, got some coffee, came home, and I have some stuff around the house I have to do. This is my life now. I have to clean out a shower drain. I think I'm going to play Lego Harry Potter. That's one of my comfort things to do. Oh, but I have so many chores to do. I've been really into drinking lemon water recently. My parents have a lemon tree in their yard, which is so nice. And those lemons are the best. So my stepdad brought me a couple of lemons over when he came to visit the house for the first time. So I've been loving it in my water. And then I have a leftover iced latte from this morning when I went to the market I was talking about. And so I just put it over some ice because the ice at home melted. It's gingerbread, a gingerbread latte. I did not plan on getting this. So I was going to get just a regular coffee, but I'm a gingerbread girl, which reminds me, if you have an IKEA near you, these are the best. I got some either earlier this year or sometime last year. They're like little cinnamon rolls. This is the gingerbread version of them. I actually didn't realize I got the gingerbread version at first. I was there getting some stuff for the house and saw this bag, and I know I love these cinnamon rolls, so I grabbed some. I took a bite and I was like, something's wrong, like something's different. And then I realized it's the gingerbread. Both are amazing. They have gingerbread for the holidays. So I snaked the drain. What a chore. I need to head out in a little bit. I'm going to have dinner with my family. So I just wanted to get some stuff around the house before I went out there. But I think when I get home, I'm going to wrap some Christmas presents. I am not a big Christmas person. I loved Christmas growing up. I love Christmas decorations, music, movies, all of that. And when I was in my early 20s, I would say, I worked in e-commerce. That is just a terrible time. It's a terrible time in the last quarter of the year, from Black Friday through basically mid-January. It is terrible. And you see the worst sides of people. I was in customer service and people are really horrible, especially when it's over an email or like a chat. I just don't love Christmas anymore after that. The consumerism around it, the like way overhyping of it, I just don't like it. I like Christmas the week of Christmas, and we've actually been having some cooler weather here in Central Florida, so it's been feeling a little Christmassy. My friend had a bonfire the other night and it was really nice. My family were not doing gifts this year for all the like adults. My brother, his wife is from Ukraine. Her whole family lives in Ukraine. So we're just gonna pull our money that we would spend on gifts and then do something with it to support Ukraine. But I have a niece and nephew and they still of course get gifts. I can't wait to show you, and I can't wait for him to open it. So my nephew, he's 8 and he's a big nerd. He's so smart and so cool. I love that he's equally cool and smart, you know? He has always loved Zelda. They have a cat named Link. Zelda's been a big part of my brother's life as well, and just like my family loves Zelda, and my nephew recently has been learning chess. So I got him this Zelda chess set. I hope he likes it. I also have a niece who's 4. And she loves Bluey. I got her this Bluey makeup set. It's just cute. It's like a little purse. And I'm like, oh, can I have this? Can I carry this around as my purse? And then I got her the whole Bluey fam. I think these are the parents because they're bigger. And then these are the kids. I don't know any of their names except one of them is named Bluey, right? That's not the family name. I don't know. I've never watched this show. I've heard it's incredible, no matter how young or old you are. So one day I will watch it, but she's been obsessed with Bluey lately. That's what they're getting. I thought it'd be fun to show what the kids are getting and not like boring adult gifts. We can all buy our own gifts, you know? That is the thing about my family. When we want something, we just buy it. And if it's something that we don't want enough to buy it, we're usually not going to ask somebody else for it. It's always funny at Christmas time to try to figure out like, what should I put on my Christmas list for my Secret Santa to get? Welcome to my kitchen, by the way. This is it. Very quirky. The house was built in 1958. This part of the kitchen is all like original cabinets. One day I would love to strip the paint off them and just restain them into like the original wood finish. Some of the hardware on it is original, some of it's not. Where I'm standing in front of is like a bar that was added later, kind of like a breakfast bar. And this is just like IKEA special. I have been this morning I listened to some Christmas music on the radio early this morning, but I'm not feeling it. Fred again came out with his album. Am I wrong? He's been dropping so many singles from the album. I'm pretty sure now the whole thing is out. So I've been listening to that. It's just great. What I've actually been listening to a lot recently is Latin music. I don't know what has gotten into me. I do like Latin music and I'll go through phases where I listen to it a lot. Normally that feels way more of like a summer, like a springtime or summer vibe. So I didn't expect to be like in the middle of December listening to Latin music. There's a playlist on Spotify called Songs That Sounds Like Me Gustas Too, something like that. I'll link it it if I remember. I wanted to listen to Me Gustas too, so I listened to that, and then I listened to that playlist and discovered a few new songs from it. The playlist is all over the place. Like, I don't really know about it. It feels like somebody created it not expecting it to be followed by the public. So there's a lot of songs that are on par with Me Gustas too. And then there's songs that feel like they've completely lost the plot. Like, they just feel so unrelated to that playlist. So proceed with caution. I mean, it still is fun. I discovered some good songs. I think what I'll do, I have a playlist that I think I just have it called like on repeat or current repeats, something like that. That is like my melting pot hodgepodge, truly things that I've just been listening to on repeat all the time, no rhyme or reason. They are all kind of completely unrelated. I've been trying to add to that because I find that what I do a lot is I'll just get super fixated on like one or two songs. I'll just listen to them on repeat all the time. I would give you a house tour, but it's not really exciting right now. To just give you a little synopsis of the house, it's a 3-bedroom, 1 single bathroom. Just one little bathroom. It's just over 1,000 square feet, so it's pretty small. It was built in 58. It has definitely had some like renovations done to it. It has like the cheap gray vinyl floors and, you know, that kind of stuff. Overall, it has a lot of personality. I really love it. I think it's so cute. I feel like I got so lucky with it. I found it like right when it was put on the market. I love it. It's cute. I have been going through so much change and it was really stressful moving. So I kind of was like mentally not doing very well for a little while. It's just a lot of work. There's just so many things where I'm like, oh, I literally can't do this alone. I bought the house alone, but I can't pick up a bookcase and load it alone. So just things like that where I'm like, okay, I need to switch this out. Like, I need to take this bathroom mirror off. And like, I'm just so sick of doing everything by myself. And thankfully, I have incredible friends and family. I have been so supported by them. It's not even that. It's just at some point you're just sick of asking for help. And I'm just sick of asking for help. Anyway, I need to go. I need to get some stuff together before I have to head out to meet with my family. But once I get back tonight, I'm going to be wrapping presents, maybe watching a Christmas movie, being cozy. I want to drink some tea. I've been really busy. I haven't really had many opportunities to just be home. So I'm excited to get home tonight and be cozy.